to clear this up for a start, I'm not making this video because I'm personally offended by your video. As a matter of fact, I got a good laugh out of your video, but the more I rewatched it, the more there was a couple of, flaws that were glaring out at me, and I just needed to address it. So without further ado, here's my 4-shot commentary that's gonna basically address what flaws I have with this video. Let's begin.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know who Mind on the Sink is, don't worry, I'm not really caught up on the whole thing either. But from what I can gather, she made a commentary on this guy, Loudon made a commentary on that, she responded, Morgan and RCV5 made a co-op on it, she responded again, and now this guy made a commentary on that.
Okay, basically the first 25 seconds of your video explaining this whole thing is screwed for one reason, and one reason only. The video I'm doing was not a response to his response to RCV and Morgan. It's an entirely different video. So basically the first 25 seconds of your video has basically went down the toilet.
Because the original video was a fucking fail.
Oh, you mean just like this one?
Oh, sick wreck, yeah. Okay, seriously, these wreck jokes are really starting to get old, and they're just basically the same thing every time. I mean, here's the formula.
Now, stuff.
You mean just like this one?
I'm gonna ignore the obvious argument that, humor is different for everybody. But the biggest flaw of this is that you actually skipped over the biggest problem with this segment of mine, and anybody with earphones would be able to understand this, is that only the left ear is going to be able to hear it because I left it on mono in Audacity.
Phobic or whatever the fuck.
Well, if you say that trans people should have stamps on the back of their thighs simply for being trans, I would say you're transphobic as well.
Hello, you there, buddy? No? Okay, must have left a clip in editing for no reason. Well, sounds alright to me.
I want you guys to keep this segment in mind because it is going to turn around, bite him in the ass, and give him a bloody case of the hemorrhoids.
You can't. Liberals in the PC crew make it to where you gotta say that this crap that Bruce Gender is doing is correct. Let me tell you why it's not correct. Because I'd assume he hurt his wife with this revelation. I'd assume he hurt his daughter with this revelation. His daughters, his children, the women he had been with in the past. I guess that's the past, so it's none of their business. But the ones he currently with, when you do stuff like this, your children have to pay for your decision.
Okay, firstly, I don't see where you're getting at. But if you're going to say that Caitlyn is wrong because she came out, then you're being retarded. Are you supposed to tell me that she's supposed to live her life for everyone else? People are usually trans because they hate the way they look. Are you going to sit there and tell me it was wrong for Caitlyn to make herself happy? Secondly, don't sit here and tell me that Caitlyn was wrong for coming out when the fucking Kardashians were... When they were famous, they were doing all kinds of out-of-control shit.
Okay, I actually forgot to mention this, but your name sounds like some shitty countdown artist name from 2008. And I love that. But other than that, I guess I have nothing to say as well.
Remember what I said about his point biting him in the ass and giving him a case of hemorrhoids? Well, blasting me about, having a bit of a long silence before I interjected myself, and what do I see here? A long silence before you interject yourself. Do you see when you make a commentary and you point out a flaw in someone's video, it would probably be in your very best interest to not do the same thing, you freaking twit!
Your video was shit, that's really all I can say about it. However, I can somewhat see room for improvement considering I cut out a few points which are decent, I guess. However, next time you really should show other people your video before you make it public, so you don't make an ass of yourself, like you did here. However, I'll give in to the fact that you're a relatively new commentator, so you'll probably improve in the future. I'm Henry or something, and, fuck.
Okay, alright, no, I'm okay, seriously, guys, I'm alright. So, my final thoughts, basically, this video, it's decent, somewhat, bit of a mixed bag, incredibly flawed. I've said all I can really say about this video, so I thank you personally for your criticism. I'm going to try to take some of it on board, and I hope that you do the same for my criticism. And that's basically that. So this is KermieFun95 here. Wait a minute. I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Oh, right. Yes, that's what it is. Eat the weebiness, pleb.